Hey guys, thank you, Jeff. Thanks for tuning into my recovery channel. I do appreciate you guys who have subscribed so far. Over 1,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. It's been amazing. Like and subscribe if you could, please. We're going to talk a little bit about One Day at a Time booklet, which everyone should be reading every day. And today's reading actually had me a little bit eager to go ahead and do a video, put it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and read the today's page to you if you haven't already read it. This is February 10th, page 41 of One Day at a Time. I went to AL-ANON, as so many of us do, with an overwhelming desire to pour out my troubles, to talk. It was like a dammed up river that suddenly burst into banks. And although it gave me some relief, it left behind an emptiness, a certain dissatisfaction. But one day I realized why this was the case. When I talk all the time, nothing new is being added to me. I am using the same old destructive thought material and has kept me as a standstill for so long. To absorb new ideas, I keep my lips closed and my ears open. I find this gives me a new perspective on my problems, and the solution comes very easily. So what I wanted to stress to you guys was it is always very important that you guys do share at meetings. Very important. Because again, that's how we get better, is we have to make sure we uncover what it is that's bothering us. But I'm going to give you 4 points of why I think that needs to be extrapolated a little bit more. That reading kind of makes it sound as if you really shouldn't talk or shouldn't talk that much in a meeting. True. But I'm going to expand on it a little bit. There's a difference between sharing and then grounding. Number one, if you walk into a meeting and all you want to do is just get everything out of you, just get it out, and that you feel that somehow that makes you feel better. And a lot of times it does. Just getting it off your chest makes you feel better. Okay, that's grounding. That's not really sharing. Sharing is when you're actually trying to find the either root cause, you're trying to find a possible solution, you're trying to realize what it is that you're doing wrong. Not so much what your loved one's doing wrong, but find out what you're doing wrong. If all you're doing is walking in and just getting all out, then all you're doing is you're taking one of the first jobs I had when I was in the Navy was as a junior seaman was whenever they delivered mail to the ship, it came on a helicopter, and the helicopter would come in and it would hover over the fantail, and the first thing I had to do was someone, poor slob, me, would have to go out there with a big old grounding rod to touch the cable that the mail was on, because if you didn't touch the cable, all that electricity, if you went to grab the basket while the mail was in, that electricity, I mean, you have enough electricity going through those rotors to light up Manhattan. So you have to ground that electricity, that static electricity, with the grounding rod. Okay. And that just empties it all out real fast. Okay. So it's kind of the same thing. If you walk into a meeting, all you're looking to do is just get it out. That's just grounding. Sharing is where you're trying to find, just kind of touch the surface of what's going on so we can possibly see if we can get to the bottom of what the whole situation is. That's number one. Number two, you can't learn anything new if your lips are moving. If you're talking, you can't listen. If you're talking, you can't listen, and you can't learn. Okay. So if you go into these meetings and all you do is talk for 45 minutes and go, well, I feel a little bit better, you've not learned anything. Okay. You have to learn from the knowledge and wisdom of the people in those rooms. And how you can do that is, again, we don't give advice, but we may share experiences that we've gone through as well as people that have been in the chairs for a while now. Does that make sense? Of course it does, because I'm amazing. Third, after emptying all this stress, anxiety, angst, you feel emptied, but you don't feel fulfilled. Okay. And that's number three, is you want to try and feel fulfilled. You want to try and find it is, once you empty yourself, there's going to be a hole there. Okay. That hole inside you will be filled by something. And how do we usually fill it? We fill it with more worry about our loved one. We try and fix it. We try and cure it. We wonder how we caused it. Whenever there's an emptiness inside you, we try and fill it with the fastest way we possibly can. And if that's worry, that's fine. If it's food, if it's any number of different reasons you try and fill those holes inside of us. But you want to be fulfilled, not just filled. You want to find a good, solid energy to put back inside you. And that energy, of course, you go to those meetings and you listen, you might hear something that might be applicable to your situation. Does that make sense? Of course it does, because again, I'm amazing. And last but not least, the 3 S's. And I made this up. It's copyrighted right here, so don't try and take it because I'll come after you. Speak, stifle, simmer. Speak, say what you need to say, briefly. Stifle, zip it. And then simmer. Let it go. Let it sit there. And whatever you've heard, let it emanate inside you. Let it simmer. Let it stew. Let it effervescence inside you. These are all big words I'm using, but I never went to college. Isn't that great? Because I make most of them up. So again, quick video. Speak, simmer, speak, stifle, simmer. That's me. I'm you. I'm you. You're me. No, you're you. I'm me. This is Yankee Jeff. It's not your fault. Please like and subscribe. And please leave me a comment what you guys think about this video, because I'm going to get back into more of my self-help videos, because again, that's the whole point of this channel. So thanks for those who have subscribed so far with over 1,000 subscribers. I work on my watch hours next, and eventually YouTube will push this information out to the right people. God bless you guys. Take care. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. Let it begin with who? You. And say a prayer for the pros. All right, guys. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon.